get those cups? Did you steal them? Oh, likely story.
Mason Harbour is the youngest member of the OSU cross-country and track and field coaching staff. However, he did not begin his involvement with the team initially as a coach. He started as a photographer and graduate student, which goes to show that you never know where your career can take you.
I would say my first day of college is when my whole career kind of started. I was sitting in a sports media class, and one of my old bosses, Gavin Lang, came and spoke to us. He does a lot of the athletic comm stuff here, and kind of introduced me to a whole new side of sports I didn't even know existed, called sports information. And so I went and did an internship with the Ocali for a year, just kind of built up a little bit of my writing skills. And then after another year, he came and actually talked to another one of my classes my second year. So I interviewed with him again, and and then obviously my writing sample was much improved. He said it's one of the most improved he's ever seen. So that's kind of how I got my start. A year later, after a year of being in the internship, I was assigned as a comms intern to track and field. And so my first ever cross-country meet, the women's team was going to Wisconsin. And I was just traveling as the sports information guy. The creative department wasn't completely built up yet, and so I was already traveling, but we didn't have room to travel an extra person to shoot. So they just said, great, you're already going, you might as well take a camera with you. So I took a camera with me, and they put all the settings on auto and just said, point and shoot.
Since Mason has been a part of the program, the cross-country team has won an NCAA national championship. The track and field team have reached top 5 finishes at the Indoor Track and Field Championships and seen multiple individual, national, and Big 12 champions.
Mason has been phenomenal for us. He started off as a student, was in the communications office. He worked really hard with cross country and track and field, did a fantastic job for them. And when he was ready to graduate, we were like all kind of stressed on the athletic side because he had done such a great job managing their communications and social media and helping out with content creation, that who was going to fill that role, right? And then he walked in to my office and told me he got a new job. I was like, oh, congrats, what is it? And he's like, you can call me assistant coach. And it was hilarious at the moment because I'm like, what in the world? Like, how did he land that? Going from a communication student to assistant coach is crazy. But he worked really hard and definitely deserves it and is a huge asset to our program.
From just being a student that had a passion for sports and photography to now being a part of a legendary coaching staff, Mason Harbour teaches us all to shoot for the stars and that anything is truly possible.